Okay, so I'm going to pull this motor apart. Little MT5 engine. You know, it runs. If it was for me, I'd just chance it. But this one's for the child, and well, it's going to be me that has to go out and pick her up when it breaks. So let's see what we've got inside, because we know it's been stood a very long time. It's currently just got the last of the oil dripping out the gearbox. So I think while it's doing that, I'll pull the top end off and yeah, see what's inside. Okay, onward. Well, I might have forgotten I was meant to be making a video, and I might have got singing away to a bit of Bruce on the radio and got carried away and taken a few too many components off. And it was only as I was winding this flywheel puller on that I realised I hadn't recorded anything. So there we go. You've seen me take a flywheel off. Oh, that's not bad in there actually. That's all quite reasonable. And it's all quite reasonable in this side that you didn't see me take apart. The cylinder heads there, we've got barrel there, it's sort of all nice and as it should be. Maybe a little bit too much RTV on things last time it was assembled, but you know, a little bit of wear on the piston, but you know, it's essentially brand new. I will wick the rings off though and just check the ring gaps, as if this is it looks like a cheap aftermarket barrel. I'd hate for it to get hot and the ring gap close up and it rip the top off a piston and trash everything. So, right, I'll take some of these bits off now. Yeah, I'll try and remember to turn the camera back on at some point. Okay, onward. Ah, look at that, remember to turn the camera on for a moment. Rightio, so we've got most of this lot off. I'm kind of glad we did take it apart. Yeah, that arm's a tiny bit bent there, isn't it? She was going to struggle to select gears. It was only when we put the, well, I'm not going to put it back on properly, but yeah, when we put that back on, it was trying to ride over the front. So she was going to be a little bit awkward to select gears, or it might have worked fine for a short while and then giving up, but yeah, that needs straightening out at some point. And for some reason the whatever Honda painted this with many years ago, it's all coming off. It obviously didn't like whatever oil was in there, because I can just scrape that off with my thumbnail, so it's probably not the healthiest thing, is it? Right, I'll take these last few bits out, then best take the stator off it as well, I suppose. Yeah, don't have to worry about time. Don't have to worry about timing marks. I'll tell you what, I'll turn the engine around and I'll have a look and see if I have to worry about timing marks, and then we'll see about splitting some crankcases. Well, so far it's not that bad in here. Right, onward. Okay, well, we're ready to split the cases. I've got all the bolts out. You can probably tell I'm trying to avoid taking the piston off. I've got gaskets and bits. I don't have circlips for the piston. It's going to bite me in the arse, isn't it? I'm going to knock it and break a piston skirt off and have to buy a new piston kit for it. But we'll see how we get on. I've got my little helper. She keeps coming in to help me. Oh no, your head went tilty. Oh no. Right, so I'm going to give it a quick tap with the mallet, see if it wants to part, and if it doesn't, then I'll find the crankcase splitters. Because, you know, we've got the right tool for the job, but why use the right one first? Let's try the wrong one. Not sure which way this is going to want to go, so... Well, I moved. Yeah, flipping out, yeah. We don't need the crankcase splitters for this thing. Let's find a bit of rag though, because I'm sure there'll be something left in the bottom. And if there isn't, that's worrying. Yeah, there is. There we go. Oh, look at that. Alright, what's going which way? I've not paid enough attention so far. Right, I think this side's coming up. So, yeah. Well, let's see what happens. We'll find some wood. Couple of bits of wood. I'll fumble a bit of wood. Right, you watch, the gearbox will try and stay in the top half, won't it? Now I've done this, is it gonna nicely, putting my arm in front of the camera, fumbling about. Can you see which way the crank's going? Yeah, there we go. I'm leaving the gearbox behind and bringing the crank with me. I might be actually bringing the gearbox as well at the moment. Well, with the exception of that one washer, that came apart quite well. Yeah, glad I took it apart. Right, I've got to move you because that's the gap where I'm going to put that down. There we go, right. I don't know where to put you now. Oh, flipping heck. Can you go there? You can almost see things from there. Let's just see if that'll... Where's my little mallet? Tell you what I will do. I shall take this woodruff key out. So I don't know how proud it stands. If I don't take it out, the bloody thing will get caught in the bearing, won't it? If I do take it out, there'll have been loads of clearance, or the bearing will come out the case instead of the crank out the bearing. But you know, let's see what happens. I might actually, I might actually have to find a puller for that, or hit it properly. But it's a tiddly little crank. Right, let's just put that there for a minute. So, got to figure out where that lad came from. And there's only one place it fits, so that'll be where it came from. That didn't take long, did it? Rightio. So there we go. One gearbox in there. So I'll check the bearings. It can have new crank seals in it, and regardless of their condition, I thought, no, there's no point in messing about with them. There was a bit of moisture around the bottom of this crank seal. I dare say just with it being stood so long and the crankcases being full, and then me pushing it over with a kickstart. It's got to go somewhere, hasn't it? Because, you know, for the purposes of what we're doing, it's sort of incompressible, and yeah, it's going to find a way out. And yeah, there we go. Right, I'll take a few more bits off, see where we get to, and yeah, who knows? We'll find out how far we're going when we get there. Right, onward. Okay, well, she's all in bits. Gearbox bearings don't look too bad. They seem fine with the exception of that one. It's just a little bit gritty. It's a bit rough. I've tried cleaning it, I've put some oil in it, and it's still a bit rough. So we might as well change it while it's apart. We'll be changing this side mains bearing simply because I've taken it out. And this side mains bearing has got a fair bit of corrosion on it, and as you can probably hear, tiny bit rumbly there. So yeah, she needed to come apart, didn't she? You can see some of the corrosion in there. Lord knows how that's happened, because, you know, oh, there's a crank seal the other side of it. But you're not to worry. So yeah, it's all in bits. We need to get a couple of bearings ordered, get a few seals. Of course, I'll change the outputs shaft seal for the gearbox and the one for the selector, because, well, why wouldn't you when it's in this many pieces already? And then I think most of it is just cleaning stuff up. I've not actually separated the clutch basket yet. I don't know how stuck that's going to be. Shall we, let's put something in to broggle it and find out. if I just, I'm trying to do this one-handed, I'm going to skittle everything, I'm sure. Ah, they're not stuck at all. Look at that, beautiful. Right, so think, keep the circlip on. Yeah, they're alright, aren't they? There's not a lot wrong in there. Pardon the terrible camera work, worse than usual. Oh, look at that, even the steels look good. Yeah, that all looks fine. Yeah. Almost forgot how words work for a moment then. Right. Yeah, I'm not bothering taking the balance shaft out. No, that's quite happy where it is. The bearing feels good, there's no need to get in there and upset that lot. So yes, right. Little end feels good, big end feels good. Ball looks good. Everything generally is okay. There's just those couple of little bits, and it needs a couple of bearings, 3 bearings. Yeah, 2 mains and then that one. Handful of seals. Straighten out the pole for the gear selector, because you know it's not straight. Was barely doing its job, and I think we'll be good to go. Of course, like I said, I'll check things like ring gaps and maybe check the edges of the ports, make sure we're not going to get anything catch on them and do catastrophic things. Generally, it's not bad. Right, I'm about out of time and my teacup's empty. Dun dun dun. So, I'm going to call it for this one. Hopefully I'll, start getting these out a bit more regular again. And we do have some bits for the matchless. I've managed to find some piston rings for it at last. So, oh, and the cylinder head's back. Cylinder head's back. Yeah, nice new bronze guide in it. Yeah, had to send that one off to get done because the old guide needed machining out. It wasn't going to come out nicely. So sent it to someone to machine the guide out. And while it was there, they got carried away and put a new one in it as well. So, saved me a job. Right, anyway, onward. Yes, if you're still here, thank you very much for watching. And, yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.